Been here about 10 or 15 minutes. It's updating. It looks like it's done now. Gotta go, gotta go! Hey there. Today we will discuss the Skydio 2 drone. This is a flight review. Hey there everybody, and thank you for visiting addshot. If this is your first time, or you are returning, we appreciate you viewing. All video and music made from scratch. Hey, welcome back. So I have some extra footage I've thrown into this one, just kind of showing what happened before the flight. The Skydio 2 did not have his SD card inside, so I had to pull it out of one of the GoPros that I had along with me. Well, I'm now formatting my SD card. Should be good for the flight now. SD card I tried to delete and it is not going through with it. It still says that I have no SD card entered inside the Skydio 2. I do have a completion here. It says delete complete. Who knows? Looking good. I'll see you on the road. So I had a little bit of fiasco in the beginning. I did not bring my SD card for the Skydio 2, so all the prep that I had done, you forget one of the most key elements to this whole thing. But luckily all my GoPros and Skydio 2s take similar ScanDisk SD cards, so they can be interchanged and I still get no lapse in quality. They're all the same quality of SD card, just possibly different sizes. So the day started out when I turned on the Skydio 2. It definitely had no SD card, but it also needed to be updated. And I was having some kind of issue where I first put in my SD card and I was trying to format it, and it would instantly go to another screen showing the update. So I was just confused by pushing one button should take me to the SD card deletion area, but it was just flashing that update in front of my eyes, so I just had to do the update. I just do it and then I'll deal with the SD card later. So I did update the drone. I was sitting out there for about 10 or 15 minutes, and that has happened to me before when the updates have come through. It's definitely directs you into the way of updating, and it makes it a little difficult to proceed at times. However, you can, and you can avoid the update and kind of keep flying if you need to. But here we are. I'm just kind of, starting this review coming down from the top of a mountain. I've had issues coming downhill before, but the Skydio was just weaving in and out of trees. I set the Skydio to be very low, almost at my level down at the van. So the whole time it's trying to continue to descend and get to that low elevation right alongside me. So that's what I was trying to achieve, and it did work out pretty well. I got some fun little cameos here where I was popping in and, changing the story a bit and adding a little bit of flair to the storytelling AI adventure that I was having. So as I keep going on this flight, you can tell that because it's set at this low elevation, it doesn't make a lot of intuitive maneuvers to actually go up and over this hill as I kind of get into the forest. So it's stuck behind some trees here. It's got definitely a weak signal. You can see me ascending the mountain right there. But really, I do have, I think, a bad connection inside this van. I think the metal exterior in combination with the safari rack definitely play havoc on the connection. I clearly tell a difference with my arm extended out the window and the connection that I receive with the Skydio. So I'm going for best connection. So with the arm out, I am going to connect better with my Skydio. I'm going to get it back to me. There's a lot of things I have to do. I do make adjustments on the phone and the beacon at times, but you got to come to a stop at times and reel her in. That's okay though, we're going to continue on. If you're going for highlight reel footage, if you're going for little 15 and 30-second clips, then the Skydio 2 is your drone. Of course, you can edit your videos down to the most amazing little parts and you'll be insta-famous. That's fantastic. But I really like doing these flight reviews and just showing the entire footage, whether I'm creating a storyline behind it or I'm just sort of letting you know what's going on at the moment. I really do like to show the entire footage and go back to some of my reactions. So we're in a thicket right here, and Skydio 2 definitely comes to like a wall. There is stuff above it, there's stuff to the left, the right. It's going to come to a dead stop, and it's going to basically give you that loud, audible sound, unable to follow. We're going to pop it into reverse, and we're going to go back and rescue her. so it shouldn't be too hard. She eventually figures out that I'm coming back to her. There's the twitch. You know, you see the Skydio twitch right there as it reconnects some sort of decent signal. And as I come closer, it understands that's me. There's another twitch. I'm not sure what that is. Maybe it's now got a visual lock, but the twitch is there. There's another one. So there's like a triple twitch right there. And I also could have hit the phone right there and made a connection on my phone, and you'll see that twitch. So these are visual things that happen that actually do affect the quality of video. I'm not sure why the twitch is there. I assume it might be able to be taken out in future releases or firmware updates, but the twitch does mess up with the overall quality of a long video. So any twitch just doesn't look natural. But you can avoid it if you have other camera angles. I could easily have cut to another camera angle and showed something else and got an amazing video here. So, you know, sometimes I leave in that kind of stuff so it can be seen. And here's a cool little part. The van is just super heavy, and as I get up onto a different plane, you can see that my back left just spins it. The Skydio just is living up the dust right now. You can see it swirling in the air as I casually make my way down this road. The Skydio tries to follow, but I'm giving it directions to get behind me. You can see the GPS is lagged. It's behind a little bit right there. It thinks it has me. It loses me. And this is kind of where the Skydio kind of goes into its own visual issue. See, it flies over my head because I tell it to come in front of me, but it never regains visual at all. It's so close to me. It's right outside my front window. I can see it about 6 feet in front of me, but it's definitely caught sort of staring at a forest with me behind it. I have to kill the shot, spin it around, get it back onto me, and click the screen, lock myself in, and then attempt another shot here. So as we continue on this video, I didn't do the all the acrobatics or the you know, facial gestures that I did in the last two videos. I just wanted to keep riding, but I definitely wanted to come through with this type of audio. This was just a new type of flare I thought I could try and flow in there, and so I look out the window, I start screaming. I'm using audio from both my cell phone and the GoPro, and I'm actually splicing them both together on top of each other, and it sounds pretty good. So I tried to go with a little different format, you know, chop in some black and white footage, kind of add to the storyline while I was waiting for the update to take place. So I had some extra footage, extra B-roll I could throw into this one. I've been really impressed by how my phone is doing the screen capture. And it is a choppy image. I mean, it is receiving the signal via Wi-Fi, so, you know, it is sending a video signal to my phone, but I do get to see the heads up of what's going on with the Skydio. Obviously, you have to refer to that when you can, but having that heads up display while I'm doing these videos has just been great. I'm so glad my new phone's update has this. Right there, you can see as it somehow goes over your head, you get the propeller blades slightly coming into the frame. That seems to always happen. I swear that it could be figured out what causes that, and for the best cinematic performance, it could try to avoid getting the props in the frames at those extreme angles when it's really trying to turn. But they get in there sometimes. If you have extra camera angles, of course, I could have hid that. I could have instantly flashed to the cockpit, and nobody would have known the wiser. But again, for these flight reviews, for all my videos, I like to leave in some of that honest footage that you do get when you pick up the Skydio 2 and actually use it. So here we go. I'm getting some speed here with the van. This is really awesome. These tall stands that went through a fire about 7 years ago. This is truly an apocalyptic landscape, truly a dystopian environment if you so build it that way. So the alternate video I made of this has this theme, of course, and again you see the propellers kind of coming into the frame as it, you know, tweaks hard in the air and makes an adjustment to its flight path. And you know, we like to keep on rolling here. This is again one take. You know, everything I do here, you only have one chance at it. Otherwise, the footage kind of isn't usable, possibly, if there's major errors. So usually the Skydio 2 follows through with all my commands. I'm able to rescue her if she ever gets caught up somewhere. So it's no real issue that it gets caught up because you always ring it back in and you keep going. And so I like to provide a lot of the full footage. I like to go over what's happening. And so that's why I felt these 3 videos I came out with could be accompanied with this commentary. And I do have plans, of course, to release the instrumentals for these last 3 dystopian flight reviews, because the instrumentals I make, the music I make that accompany these videos, some of them have inspiration that ties to other things. I may be working on a Lego building or something like that, and I'm making a music tale that satisfies that theme. And so this theme here was made and titled There Is a Way. And I believe that as we get into the storyline of this movie, there is a way that we can all come together to work with AI and have it follow our commands. We'll see. Look at that thicket I was in right there. And as I ring it back, Skydio loses connection. Might have been because I was going backwards, but it definitely regained connection. There's no doubt by having the cell phone and the beacon and seeing that visual on your cell phone, you can figure out where the Skydio is. If it's really stuck, you can try and go up. There's always a worst case scenario where the Skydio is completely stuck. You have to get off your vehicle or get out of your vehicle, rescue the thing manually. You know, that happens. But, you know, we just move on. It's really awesome that you're able to collect it while it's still using its environmental sensors. It knows exactly what's all around it. So in this scenario, I was seriously stuck. There was pine trees all around me. It didn't even want to go up. So I had to back out, then go up. And it took a second. I do throw some speed ups in here because watching some of these gatherings, you know, it does take a minute or two at times, but usually it's pretty quick, and very happy with some of those results. So right here, I regain connection. It starts to go lower and try to follow me, but I just run into more issues. I'm having GPS tracking issues. I decide to still try and go around this corner just at a very slow speed. And the Skydio is picking up on me. It has this GPS lock where it's just flowing around, trying to sense the environment, keeping that amazing buffer zone on every tree in its area. When it can, it speeds up, catches up to the subject, and plants itself right where you're telling it to. So a lot of the times you will get the results you're looking for with this drone because it does what you want. At times you'll see a propeller in your frame. You can edit that out. Multicam, multi-angled production is what I really love to do. Whether I'm filming Lego, toy reviews, drones, I love it all. And if you can appreciate what you're seeing here, please subscribe to this channel. This is where I'm going to just put all of my collections of everything I do. I've done video my whole life, but only recently have I really discovered or wanted to be a part of this community here online and to provide the content that I like making for you guys. So I really appreciate it. Subscribe. Again, it's like a pat on the back. I really appreciate it. And stay tuned. There's going to be more of everything here. All right, so I'm here. Still figuring out the SD card issue. I have a 32 gigabyte Extreme ScanDisk SD card. It should handle it fine. Right now it is updating the beacon, and hopefully we can get a flight. Currently my Skydio 2 is at 90% battery after the update. That's not too bad. And we're going to still try and get a flight in here, make a movie. All right, let's do this. Appreciate you guys showing up today. This is basically what I do. I love to go out and have fun, enjoy the outdoors. I like to spend time inside with my family and do things that everyone loves to do, all around the board. So, you know, join this, be a part of this community, and speak up. I want to hear what's on your mind. Always score the ad shot. Hey, let me know what you think in the comments below. There's more to come. Please subscribe to this channel, and as always, thanks for watching.